Welcome to the Geeks Actively Making Entertainment podcast. I said that wrong. Welcome to the Game Podcast. It's the Geeks Actively Making Entertainment. Welcome.
What is it, Spen?
You want to try again?
What
Welcome to the
podcast
Game
is
Podcast. Look, I'm still a little tense. Still a little tense and jittery. All right, I just finished playing a game that we're going to talk about a little bit. And so welcome to the Game Podcast. That's Geeks Actively Making Entertainment podcast, where us bunch of geeks get together to make games for your entertainment, and we have a podcast. And that's what this is, in case you didn't figure that out already. Mm-hmm. And I am joined by three other wonderful people that I kind of know over the internet, but I've never met face to face. Hello, Pixel. How's it going?
Hi, it's good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Great.
Welcome to the podcast.
Great,
this is
thank
your second
you.
time here. And,
it is my second time here.
We're happy to have you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a newcomer, Ink. How's it going?
Hello. I am going very nervously, because I've never done this before. What is
I hear it's pretty late for you right now.
Oh, yes, it is. 2 a.m, so
Oh, well,
that's
welcome.
fine.
I hope you've topped up
Good
on
stuff.
caffeine
Man.
and alcohol.
What a
because
quink
that
it
will
ink. It's
make this so much easier for
4 p.m. here.
you. And that's Zeo. So let's get into the podcast.
Oh, thanks, Ben. Such an intro for your co-host.
He only
Warm
says it because you
welcome.
don't need an introduction.
Yeah,
That's true.
You're pretty grand and glorious. Yeah. I was trying to mix bland and glad, but it didn't work. So
Yeah, no, it's
You're
not
just
as good
bland.
as Puneo.
No.
Oh my god, no.
Every podcast, I've made that promise.
Yep, I think I'm just becoming numb to it now, where it's just kind of like, yep, there it is. Let's move
Stockholm syndrome. Gonna fall in love with it eventually.
on. Oh man, there's been a lot of crazy things that have been going on this week with information and news-wise, and it's ridiculous.
And shitty datable gaming characters.
We're gonna fix it today, though. We're gonna
That's
fix
right,
it.
we are. That's right. Pixel and I got together. We made a list, Ben.
I'm looking forward to
So
it.
what?
We'll be jumping into that a little later on in the podcast, closer to the end, because we thought we'd save the best for last. Because I'm expecting it to be good.
Oh, it's
The
gonna be
best
good.
list. It's
And
the
to
best.
answer your question, Ink, it is a list of the most dateable video game characters of all time.
Is it both
God,
guys
yes.
and girls, or just guys?
Guys and
and
girls. This
girls.
is 2018. We don't discriminate.
Oh,
Just double check.
yes, please. If I don't hear a Kratos on that list, there's gonna be trouble.
No. We
Dateable,
said
not
most
fuckable.
dateable, not fuckable.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a big
you know what?
difference
Yeah,
there.
I rescind my.
Because last podcast, Spen is like, oh, these are the most dateable characters. But no, they're all characters that you would screw, but you wouldn't take home to
Well, no,
mom.
it was Mashables put
I
the
mean,
list together, and I was just the one
I
that
think
thought, hey, that
Kratos
was
would,
interesting.
Granted, there's at least one or two on our list that like you wouldn't necessarily want to take home, but you know they'd be a decent partner.
Yeah,
So
Is that? Oh, I guess that's still dateable. It's not
Yeah.
take home.
exactly.
your parents wouldn't be happy, but they're
All right,
dateable.
Next podcast, we're gonna have the best take-homeable list of video game characters.
This is happening.
Someone that you can comfortably take home to see your parents. You know.
Take him to
Again,
Thanksgiving to meet
Kratos
your
for the
family.
Thanksgiving.
Well, no, there's take-homeable, and then there's Thanksgivable. So
Ooh.
Every
that's a
podcast,
whole-
we're gonna hit each note, and then
A
which ones
different-
would
a
you rather
different
be with
10.
on Valentine's Day?
A different top 10 every time.
I like it. I can't promise anything, but I like it. But I don't know if you guys heard, but we had two fairly big companies shut down, or at least are in the process of shutting down right now. We had Capcom Vancouver, which is, I believe they've officially shut down. They're the ones that worked on Dead Rising, which they've gone down. And Telltale Games is actually shutting down as well. Right now they're down to a skeleton crew. They went from 250 staff to, I believe they're currently sitting at somewhere between like 16 and 25.
You know,
25, yeah.
I was really sad when I actually read that at first, but then thinking about it, it makes sense in my head, and I think I can kind of figure out why.
All right, well, do tell us.
So like when Telltale first came out, they had the first Walking Dead, and at that point, the narrative multiple choice genre was kind of new. Like, it might have been done in the past, but it wasn't a name brand title that people would recognize, you know?
Yeah.
And so they kind of popularized it. But then they kind of went all over the place with a bunch of different games. They did The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, which never got a season 2 itself. Then they did like a Minecraft thing to hop in the Minecraft bandwagon. And then Batman was their most recent success, but all the games, nothing has really become new between them. So it's, while the stories are good, the gameplay isn't like enough to bring a gamer in to buy it. It's easier to watch somebody else play it and just enjoy the story still.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way with you on that one. Although the Wolf Among Us 2, the second one was actually in development. So we're not going to be seeing that. And
well, they just took
like
too long for it, you know?
Their Walking Dead was actually pretty popular.
It was, but
and like their season 2 though, that's all been canceled now.
If they had done season 3 differently, people were really upset about season 3 because it wasn't, the main character wasn't Clem.
Did they get all the way up to season 3?
Yeah, they got up to season 4 actually. They
okay,
just
season
recently
4
came out with season 4, but season 3 wasn't surrounding Clem.
No, are
and
you
that's
sure? I'm pretty
frustrated
sure
people a lot.
they just released season 3.
Because no, they just released season 4.
I'm googling.
Fight.
Because there were 2 seasons, and then there was like that intermission season, and then there was like part 3. Wasn't 3 with that other random dude, and then Clementine was not the main character or something like that?
They had this guy named Javi that they introduced.
Yeah.
And
that was
him and all his family drama became the focus of season 3. Season 4, they came back with Clem and AJ again. Which I haven't personally had a chance to buy or play it yet because I want to play it for the channel. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I've played the other Walking Dead games off YouTube. So people were really upset that the 3rd season wasn't surrounding Clem. And that really tanked the game for a lot of people. They also... they made a version that was based on the TV show, too. And it had those characters, and people felt that it was regurgitated.
Oh, okay.
So, they did try...
Wait, like they redid the TV show as the game?
They didn't redo the TV show as the game, but like they had characters from the TV show, and they created their own kind of story, but people saw a lot of similarities between the plot of season 2 with Clem and the bit that they made for the TV show. And the TV show one was only 1 episode, too. People they weren't a fan of that one either.
Oh, okay.
So they definitely tried other things, but I kind of got the feeling that like Telltale was headed down once they... I knew they were going to push to release season 4, but I kind of figured they were on their way out.
For a while, they've been using a lot of different tactics, even just to get their game out and around. Where I think I actually own every single one of the games. Haven't played a single one of them, but there was a Humble Bundle a few months back, maybe half a year back, where it was just basically every single game for a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And so they just started kind of tossing stuff around.
I've got a couple of the Batman games. I've got The Wolf Among Us, and then I've got The Walking Dead, the 4 seasons of The Walking Dead, because that's what I've personally bought. But I haven't gone on the channel yet, or won't ever. So.
It really feels like the games were... Like, I read somewhere that, like, every game after the first season of Walking Dead wasn't actually a financial success. Like, everyone loved it, and the stories were great. And I love the stories. Like, the writing is amazing. But then the gameplay is, like you said, super easy to just watch, because there wasn't any real choice in it.
Yeah, they don't do anything new mechanically in any of the games.
Mm-hmm. Also, apparently, somebody... I was, like, looking around Reddit, and somebody wrote, like, a big write-up on a Russian website, and then somebody translated it back on Reddit. And it gives some... I don't know if this is all, like, unofficial. At least it's not source material. But it's an interesting take on, like, how they were, like, going downhill. Because apparently, like, when they started, it was, like, a small team, you know, with, like, all the costs were on the down low. And it was, like, a quick and dirty game. And then everyone, like, you know, it took off. Season 1 of Walking Dead was, like, the most hype thing. And especially to me, like, at that time, it's, like, the thing you just religiously waited for every month, right?
Right.
And then And then apparently, like, the higher ups thought they caught, like, lightning in a bottle, and then they moved to, like, San Fran, apparently, where, everything is a lot more expensive, manpower and rent and all that. And then they started buying all sorts of, like, licenses, and, like, that didn't pan out financially. So, apparently they even kicked out their, like, main talent in the very early stages, when things weren't going out so well. So, and I guess it was, like, a downward spiral from there.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff I didn't know then. That's awesome. Well, not awesome for them, but it kind of brings a whole different perspective on what's going on with it there.
Yeah, they got lucky once, and then they thought they could jump to the big shots. They should have just stuck to what they were doing and kept the same small team and moved forward with those projects, and I think they would have been much better, because then they could focus on other narratives, because there were some that I really enjoyed and some that were okay. Like The Wolf Among Us is pretty good, but ultimately pretty forgettable. Their connection to, what is it? The Borderlands games, that game was actually really good. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. Walking Dead Season 2 was good for the most part. I didn't play Season 3. The Game of Thrones one was it was alright. There were some good characters and a few good moments, but I think that was probably a turnoff because it was part of the universe, but all the characters are so inconsequential that no one cared.
Oh, okay.
I just think, like you say, they bought too many big licenses and just went nowhere with them. I think if they just focused on their own little Walking Dead universe, maybe push The Wolf Among Us a little more, kind of expanded those universes instead of creating a bunch of different games to follow hype trains, they probably would have been more successful.
If they had created more unique universes, I think they would have done a lot better. They relied a lot on the traction that TV shows and movies and other video game companies had already created, and they relied on that fan base.
It's basically like, I don't know, this is like an apt analogy, but it's like, when you're trying to upload something to YouTube, and then like, I don't know, like someone like Markiplier uploads some horror game, and you're like, oh shit, I should upload that horror game. Yep. That'll net me some major revenue.
Zeo has done that.
I have not done that.
Totally.
I have never done that.
You have.
I put this on the record right now.
Maybe there's another YouTuber that he would have done.
He's literally admitted to doing that.
No, I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't.
You have.
What? I need proof right now. Reference. What have I said that to?
I'm trying.
Oh boy.
Because this is the big claim that you're making against me.
I gotta find it. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up your YouTube channel here.
Go for it. Let's do this.
We're doing
Pull
it.
up your YouTube channel.
We're doing it.
I have never once played a game because of Markiplier ever. I have maybe played
not
games that
because
he played.
He played it, but it was definitely one of those things that you pointed out. You were like, Markiplier made this, and then I had already recorded it, so I posted it anyway. Like, you've definitely, like, made that point.
I have told this to you in a conversation.
Oh, that's a very different thing, then.
Yeah, that's a bit of a different thing.
Yeah, I've never made a game because of another YouTuber.
Yeah.
I think we should just
You actually
assume
avoid
that...
games because of me.
That's true.
Why?
Because it's
Hello,
Pixel.
everybody. My name is Markiplier, and why are you playing my games?
That is a pretty damn good impression, I gotta say.
Thank you.
So what you're saying is we have to keep close attention to what Zeo's going to be playing, and then just try and come out with it before he does. That way he keeps this is
that way
be
it seems like I'm just copying other people.
Yeah.
Way to go, Zeo's competent at copying another person.
I mean, we're all gonna at some point or another get like, well, you're copying so and so, even if you're not.
The reason I got
happens.
slightly offended by that, Pixel, is I have had an audience member say, "Okay, I've seen Markiplier play this," and my response was, "Look, I post 2 videos a week. He posts daily. We both play horror games. I'm bound to play something he's played."
No, I mean, I wasn't.
Like,
I wasn't.
It wasn't
to like.
Jeez.
It wasn't to be
I think
like.
It was. I think it was.
Like, yeah, no,
Oh,
like
boy.
Zeo has no original ideas and always copies Markiplier. Like, that's not what I was saying, but it was just the fact that like you'll upload something and it'll be like, oh yeah, Markiplier uploaded that like 2 days ago.
No,
like,
I know
it's
exactly
I've
what
been
you're
on
saying.
Zeo's channel, and he
coincidental.
has nothing that's original.
It's.
I've seen his videos. Not all of them, because I'm like,
Spicy.
man, I've seen this before, so I shut it off. But
Oh,
I've
man.
seen a lot of them.
I'm gonna cut
It's
that.
coincidental.
cough
It's not a call out. That's what it was meant to be. But
out. No, I see where you're coming from, Pix. Thanks.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. That
Now-
being said, oh, sorry.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead, Ink. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, sometimes, is it like, you're too lazy to look up games? You're just like, oh, what's Jacksepticeye playing today? Oh, what's that? Another game I can't run on my potato laptop? Thanks.
No.
Only you, Ink. The rest of us have decent computers.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. I'm gonna, look, guys, all I'm saying is the pixel indie market is booming. And I will be here to watch it. The indie pixel ARPG Metroidvania gaming market
It's
is
true.
very hot.
I feel like I've missed a joke here.
No.
Oh no, it's like all like, I mean, not all obviously, but a majority of like indie
Oh, I thought you were
games.
talking about like Pixel as in her channel.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. No.
No,
I
that's
was like, when did
Ink's
she start
only
playing this
inspiration.
stuff?
that's
Yeah,
Pixelus.
pixel is.
No, fuck off!
Now
Oh
it's
my
in the
God.
podcast.
It's
There we go.
We're gonna clear this up right now in the podcast. 'Cause we're just, it's a sentence. It's Pixel is gaming. There are spaces. It's a sentence. It's not
There's
Pixel
no
is
space.
gaming.
It's all
There's
one
no
word.
There's
No, it's
space
not.
there.
Well, yeah, no, it's like they're imaginary spaces. I'm assuming that everyone knows basic sentence structure and understands that you have to put a fucking verb in between a sentence. It's a verb.
I've never heard her so
Stop.
passionate before.
Like it's a good name. But who the heck puts as a sentence as a username though?
Because
Like-
Pixel was already taken.
Of course, Pixel was already taken. Do you think
That's
Ink
why you
wasn't
should have went with
taken?
Pixelus.
Well,
Pixel
no.
is
Well,
a
no,
good
because then
ass
it's
name.
when you say it like that, it sounds like Pixel less.
No.
But
I'm
No, it's
sick.
a-
That's
it's a
why it
unique
sounds like
name.
that.
It sounds like pixelist, like racist, but
You
just
are a
against
sick
me.
person.
Whoa.
Zeo.
Actually,
Whoa,
I
it's
would say
2018,
it sounds
you
like
can't say shit like that.
Pixelus, more like syphilis, but
Like,
Wow. Man, we're trying to get a good branding and you're doing this. This is the marketing. Like, a unique name is obviously better, though. It's like, I think Markiplier makes sense. Like, what?
it
Jack
really
guys-
doesn't.
guys, I think
Somebody
we need to
pissed in
band
Jack's
together.
eye, so it's Jacksepticeye. It's
what
like,
are we
what?
banding together to do?
We need to be more as of like a collective team. We can't just harp down on Pixel. You know, I think we should
yeah.
be. I mean, it's surprisingly, it's a good metaphor here, but we need to be more like the gaming industry surrounding the Telltale Games shutdown and Capcom Vancouver, where all of these different companies are reaching out to all the employees that have been fired and they're helping them out. And we need to be like them right now and come back together as a cohesive group. You know, enough
So-
of this beacon down on Pixel, enough of this pointing out Zeo's copycat nature. You know, we just got to ignore that and then support Pixel in her name and just work together as a team.
So you're saying we should just go around YouTube and find YouTubers who are garbage and shut themselves down and invite them to our team?
No.
Zeo.
That's a interesting plan.
Well, I guess
I mean,
that's
it's
one way
Spen's
you could
plan.
have taken it.
Is that
I was
not
just
what
saying-
we were doing?
I was saying the
Little
four
known
of us
fact,
need
that's how they
to
got me in
work
here.
together. You know, we
Oh.
can't just hate each other and harp on each other all the time.
Oh.
We got to support each other. Like Ink, you're a really awesome guy.
Oh, thank you.
And then Ink,
I
this is where you say something nice about someone else.
Oh, Pixel has a nice name. Got him. Can I
And
get my
it's ruined. We're
Nobel
over.
Peace
It's done.
Prize?
It's not happening.
Oh wow, you guys are. Special.
Oh boy. Oh
That's
man.
okay. I love all of you.
Oh yeah. That being said, the Twitter fallout around Telltale is hyper. You know, it's on
Yeah.
another level.
Yeah.
They are catching a lot of shit. But
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I just saw a tweet where like Ubisoft was just like, "Hey, all those guys got fired. We're gonna have like a, I don't know, like a grill or something. Come out, we'll get jobs for you." It was something to that effect.
Shit.
Well, there's a lot of
It was
companies that
something
are
like
actually
that.
reaching out to all of these different people that have lost their job and saying, "Hey, you know, we've got work for you."
You know,
And
that's
there's
pretty
a lot
awesome.
of people reaching out and giving like
Yeah,
support.
it is.
As in, like, here we know we have some connections. Like, here we can help get you back going. So like that.
It really is.
That's the cohesive working togetherness part I was talking about.
Well, I
Zeo.
guess if you're gonna be specific like that, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So what
I mean,
else
I
we
wanna be
got?
cynical.
There's a
yeah.
game I am absolutely pumped for that's coming out. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
And
Can I?
oh, go for it.
Oh yes, I want to say two things about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
No, Red Dead Redemption as a whole. I've never had a console, so I've never played the game.
Okay.
And apparently, horse testicles grow and shrink based on the temperature.
They
so-
do.
So yeah, that's all I know about that. Good shit.
Why?
Okay,
Wait,
so
what?
there's a lot of different. So normally I'm not the kind of person that likes to go out and pre-order games, but Red Dead Redemption 2 has convinced me to pre-order the game just from this very small list of exciting things in the game that I'm about to share with you. One of them being that when depending on the weather that you're traveling around in, whether it's snow or a nice hot desert, that yes, the size of the horse's testicles will change.
That's amazing.
But
It
they've also
really
got so
is.
many other things too, where what you actually wear affects it as well. So if you've got this big, huge trench coat, and you're running through the desert, like your character's going to be a little weighted down or going to be slowed down. The heat, like he'll get a little warm faster, and it'll affect how he's actually managing and surviving in the desert. So there's a lot of interesting things going on with that, like cleaning and grooming and feeding yourself. If you don't take care of your guy, eventually he's just going to get filthy and disgusting, and you may go into a town to buy something, and the shopkeeper's going to be like, no, get out, you're disgusting.
You
I
need
will
a
not."
shower.
Yeah.
Whoa, is that a thing?
Yeah, there's so many things. Like, okay, this was at first I was like, man, this list is cool, and I don't know why this one feature was that made me decide, all right, I'm pre-ordering this. Is you can lose your hat. You could be in the middle.
Unacceptable.
That was it. That was-
How dare?
Oh my
You
god.
could be
That
in the
was it.
middle of a gunfight, like shots flying off everywhere, and then your hat flies off, and now your head's gone unless you go back and collect it.
That's
Or
not
would
an
literally
impressive thing.
spend
They
an
did that in
entire
LA
video.
Noir.
I know,
else-
but you'll be like riding your horse down the desert, like chasing after these bad guys, and the wind picks up and blows your hat off. Now your hat's gone.
See, I would spend an entire video dedicated to looking for my hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
I'm so pumped for that because you
That's
could like
the
be going
kind of
around.
content you go to Zeo's channel for.
Exactly. That is exactly
Yeah.
the content you go to my
Hat
channel
Search
for.
2018. The latest in hat search technology.
But they've also got things. I mean, we've seen this in a lot of games before with like guns degrading and jamming, so you got to take care of them, like and you being able to break other people's weapons. But I think something that's really neat is they've got a kill cam that changes based on how honorable you are. So if you go around and you're just a criminal shooting up places, robbing and stealing, then when you finish the firefight and you shoot and you like kill the last guy, the kill cam that happens is going to be a lot more gruesome and bloody. But if you're like a very honorable person, then the kill cam changes to kind of make you look like it'll be like more of like a camera like down below. There's like light coming from behind and just like looking like angelic, just majestic, and I think that's just kind of a neat little thing.
And then it'll be PG-13,
that's cool.
so when you shoot somebody, the camera will cut away to a horse.
Yeah. No, the
But-
horse is
It's rated
testicles.
M for mature.
It is.
That was a joke, Pixel.
Yeah, it was a poor joke. Sorry, Zeo.
That was a good joke.
It was.
No. A good joke is one where everyone laughs.
No, it was great. I loved it. Good jokes to me are just the ones I think were great. And Ink kind of laughed.
That is
I
true.
mean,
there
I
was a
followed up
strip.
with my own joke, so I laughed at myself basically there.
You
Oh,
don't even
thanks,
get
Ink.
that.
Thanks for the support, Ink. Thanks.
Yeah. No, oh, sorry, wait, no, we're supporting each other. My bad. Zeo
Yeah.
was a good joke.
Thanks.
I laughed.
I don't
haha.
like that joke because you made fun of me
Bazinga.
because I corrected you.
So here's the other feature that just makes me super excited. I don't know. Okay, so the two coolest things to me about the game is going to be losing your hat and having to get it back again, and you can shoot warning shots, as you're going around to intimidate people, or you can whistle to get their attention. But you can hold the whistle until your character runs out of breath.
My God, dude.
I
This
can't even
game is
whistle, so I don't know
amazing.
how impressive that is, but I'm assuming
This
it's
game is
pretty
going to be
cool.
amazing. Losing hats and whistling all the time.
I
No,
mean,
it's-
This is like
Here's-
a revenant
here's-
of video games.
Here's the real question, Spen. Can you eat so much that you physically start to gain weight, and then when you blow that whistle, your time goes shorter because you're losing stamina?
that's an
I don't
important
know.
Not.
question.
I'd rather just play GTA San Andreas.
Well,
What?
there's a survival survival game. Oh shoot, what is it called? It's where you it's like a big prison environment where it's like set out in this big island where you're all locked down in it and you're prisoners, and you actually get to go around and if you keep eating tons and tons and tons of stuff, your character will actually gain weight, and it'll become slower and have more difficulty doing different things. But you can if you eat properly and you actually run and jog regularly, it helps increase your stamina. Your character gets stronger and it affects different things they can do that way too.
Wait, like Scum? Is that what it's
Scum,
called?
that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I've heard of Scum.
What?
Okay.
I
know
want
exactly
that
what
in
you're
Red Dead
talking about.
Redemption 2.
That's the one where you can
You
shit on
want
people
that.
too.
Yeah.
Scum's
Okay,
like
now-
Scum is like Rust, except prisoners and
Oh.
you gain weight.
Okay,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Scum.
there's
You
like
don't
a
start
whole
naked.
system. There's a whole system in it for like exercise and weight and all these
Yeah.
different things. Like a bigger characters. Oh shoot! There was an example too. Like you could have like a very small athletic character, and they'll be faster with like climbing over things and being able to run faster and doing all these different things. But if your character's like bigger and bulkier and kind of more built, he may be not as fast, but he's gonna punch a lot harder.
I mean, I'd be really interested in seeing Scum. I mean, I know we're like totally like going a little off topic, but I would be really interested in seeing Scum as like, what's it called? With like a story mode, because right now the way it's set up it is set up a lot like Rust. So like you walk out there and you're just fucking you're dead. Like
Well,
somebody
that's what it is.
shoots
It's like an arena survival game, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like extended PUBG.
Well,
Yeah, not exactly, but
I mean, like player on minus the shrinking map and the the winning. It's just you keep
the
going.
shrinking map, the circle of doom. Oh man, can I just say I am waiting for the battle royale meme to just phase out. Like I need
I
the
think
next
it's gonna
trend
be a while.
by now. Oh yeah, no,
Until
for
they
sure.
figure out a new kind of game to create.
Well, I mean, the formula for battle royale is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but just the idea of it, it's short
The
enough
original idea
for
was
the
really
matches
great.
that it just keeps.
Original.
you hooked.
It's
PUBG
the
was
same
really
idea.
interesting. Fortnite was fairly interesting, and then it just kind of got repetitive.
I disagree. I think Darwin Project is perfect.
Darwin Project. Okay,
Darwin
you know what?
Project.
I like Darwin
I don't try
Project
Darwin
specifically
Project.
because it adds another layer to it because you have to survive. Like that's a good layer to add to a battle royale game. That adds something that like not every other game has it. But like I played Realm Royale a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's
and I was
definitely
just
just
not
jumping
a
on a
fan.
bandwagon.
That was just
Oh, I
But
mean,
it
there's
does,
so many
it
that are
does
jumping on the
change
bandwagon.
mechanics, though.
Yeah, but
Realm
it's
Royale from the people who made Paladins, who is the god of jumping on the bandwagon of
It's true.
Overwatch. Realm Royale.
I mean, they
Bitching
created
about a
Paladins
company that
after
does one
Overwatch.
specific thing.
Paladins.
Didn't Paladins
one
come out
free-to-play.
before Overwatch, though?
No,
No,
Oh,
no.
I
really
thought it
did
did.
not.
They literally have like Torbjorn. No, like what's his face? The short dwarf guy. I forget his name.
Yeah,
they've got characters. Yeah, they've got characters just like lifted straight from Overwatch. Like a few of them at
Overwatch
least.
came out like 5 months before Paladins. I'm just throwing that out there.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah. So.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow, that was a lot more than that. They made that game in 5 months. Amazing.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Well, shoot, what was that?
They
one that
actually,
we were
Overwatch
playing
came out
recently?
3 months before.
So they were making the same game?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They couldn't
May
have
to
made that in 3
September.
months.
Yeah, that's
Okay, it's
June,
at least 4 months.
July.
Whoa.
It's at least 4.
4 months, sorry. Yeah, 4 months. Still, that's impressive.
I know I wasn't that far off.
That means they had to have been working on the same game for quite a while.
Possibly. I mean, I'm not sure. I've never really played Paladins, but there are ways to shortcut your way through it as well.
And then, to
I
be
mean,
fair,
I'm not
fair.
trying to like cut down on the work that they put into the
Overwatch
game.
is an unapologetic copy of Team Fortress.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Team Fortress
Except
is iconic.
Overwatch does it better.
So to say Paladins copied Overwatch is kind of a
yeah, but
just
Overwatch
say-
added its own
mean,
thing to it.
Overwatch-
Like it's not like they created characters and backstory and they
Yeah, they did
created
man.
a
put their own-
universe.
Oh,
That is
I'm not
something
saying they didn't. And
amazing. Yeah, there's something amazing about Overwatch because I was sold on the game years before I even ever got it just because of the lore they built around that. Like,
Yeah.
my god.
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just
See,
saying
I
say
think
they copied.
saying-
And also, their deck system, I think, makes Paladins pretty interesting.
I've never played Paladins, so I just give it shit because I know you play it.
The deck system is like
Their
It's
deck
okay,
system is
I
pretty
mean.
sweet. It kind of makes every character slightly unique. Even if you play the same character, you can have different play
Yeah.
styles and create a deck to kind of encourage that play style.
yeah. That is true. It's like a mix of like Overwatch and
sounds
League,
like,
you know.
Shit, what was
Battle
the
right
name?
mixed with Overwatch. It's exactly what it is.
Battle Right.
Yeah, but even Battle Right's
Battleborn.
getting its own.
Battle Right's getting a battle royale though.
Yeah,
That's
doesn't that
awesome.
come out this week? It's like the
I
20-
can't.
Wait.
I
don't
want
know
to
what
try
it
that.
is.
It's on the 26th. I think that's when it comes out.
Now that's a unique take on its own royale
No.
as well because it's
no,
top
there's
down.
a lot.
Is there a lot of top downs like that already?
There's a lot that are currently in development and coming out soon.
Okay, in development coming out soon.
As in, like,
Not
in
already
the next
out.
month or so.
All right, but not already out.
Enough where they've all kind of released information around the same time. Sorry, Zeo.
Okay. It's still unique. It doesn't change the fact that it's unique.
Kind of. It's kind of unique.
Okay.
I mean,
I
core
mean, I
content-
won't.
Has a battle royale done it yet? That's the question. Is there a game released that has done it already?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, uniqueness is just how if you're ahead of the other guy. It's not really like a thing that's on its own. Nothing is original. Everything has already been done.
I'm
blah,
not
blah,
saying
blah.
it's
The sad
original
stuff,
or
you know?
whatever. I'm just saying it's a different, unique spin on the battle royale formula.
Wait, what's it called?
There is.
Battle-
It's called Survive.io, and it looks not very
What?
good. But it could
Oh
be
my
good.
god! Wait.
Sorry, Survive.io.
Survive.io.
There's no e at the end. That's a top-down one that's done it.
Okay.
But no, I don't
Battle
think there's really
Royale.
much that's done.
Well, this really looks like top tier quality. I'll play this one, but I won't play the battle right one.
Oh god. Oh,
I don't know. I don't know if I'll probably try the Battle Royale, but I don't know if I'll play it too much. So I don't know. I'm not a. That's okay. We'll just keep talking without him. We don't need him.
oh god, he is
The best part is
physically dying in the
He won't even
background
know
there.
that I said that. So
I
He
heard that.
might.
I hear everything. I just mute my coughs, so it's not so bad on
Yeah,
the
but
podcast.
we can still hear you coughing. Your
Yeah.
mute
You
It
doesn't-
can,
sounds like-
but the audience can't.
it sounds
What?
like you walked away.
Oh, how do you
No.
do that?
From the
Damn,
computer.
I need to learn
Well,
that.
I'm recording from Audacity. I just turn my mic volume off when I'm about to cough on
Oh,
Audacity.
okay. I
That's
mean,
a
it just
genius
sounds
move.
like you walked to the other side of the room.
I should
and
learn- I
started
should try
coughing.
Because
now
I turn
now
away
we've gotta
from the
leave
mic.
it in because people are going to get confused. What are they talking about? Zeo's coughing? I didn't hear anything, and you're going to be like, no, but they heard it, but they can't hear it. And now everybody's going to be confused.
Yeah, what did you do, Zeo?
You just ruined everything. Zeo.
I ruined it. You talked about me not being useful here.
All the effort and work that we've put into this has now been basically devoid of any excitement.
Whatever. The excitement is still building because our datable list is at the end.
Yes!
Oh yeah, boy.
I'm so excited.
So Zeo, I heard you
Oh my
talking
God.
before we started the podcast that you were confused about about what I'd written down about the BioShock's final boss battle.
Yeah, because I've played the Bioshock games and I quite like 2 of them.
So at the end of BioShock, there's the final boss, which is just this naked guy.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with that.
And that's what Kevin Levine's. He actually put out. I don't know. I actually haven't finished BioShock, but he sent out a tweet saying that he basically, I'm sorry for the final character of BioShock. I'll see if I can find the actual tweet. But
Yeah, I think
Here it
he
is.
tweeted
I
out
found
something
it.
like that, and
you found it?
It's a little up in the air whether it was
Yeah.
a joke or not. But
I-
like,
I wouldn't view it as a joke. I mean, I don't see an issue with it. It kind of makes me think of like Atlas, like the statue of Atlas who held up the entire moon or something.
yeah, but I mean, to be fair, he could have just put on a thong or something. You
It's
know?
whatever. Did Watchmen put
Like-
on a thong when the big
Aw,
blue
man.
guy swayed his dick across the city?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
but then
they
that big
do in
blue
the
guy
version
also
they
gave
play on
everyone
TV.
cancer. So
Well,
there you go.
just saying. I mean,
Ah,
don't
yes.
don't apologize for your creative choices.
Oh man.
oh well, maybe by the sound, I mean, if his apology was real, then but it might not have been a creative choice, and that's why he was apologizing.
Actually,
Yeah.
I went and read, I tried looking up more stuff on that, and apparently somebody was like, oh, we literally just ran out of ideas, so we just put in a naked dude as the final boss, apparently.
Jeez.
So
Right.
it's just like,
That
they
does
were being so unique and creative the whole game, and then at the very end, they were like, shit, I'm all out, dude. It's like, just throw
Yeah,
in
that's what it's saying here, and
This
then it.
bitch
throw in some
empty.
fan service, that'll get him. Round it off.
I mean, that may be the case, but still, like, nobody, like, the entire time I'm playing Bioshock, I've never once heard anybody bitch about, like, this last boss being awful, because, I mean, while
Yeah.
he may not
He's
be the
not
most original
apologizing.
look,
He's not saying it's
the-
awful. He's just apologizing for the naked Atlas boss.
well, I understand. I'm just saying, like,
I don't think
the
you do
boss
understand.
battle was fun enough to where the design of him isn't bad, really. Like, it's not a bad design, I don't think. I think it
No, it's
fits
a nice-
the
it's a
entire
nice
theme of
naked
the
person.
game, actually.
Kind of almost looks like
Yeah,
a Titan from Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's almost statuesque, right? It's not really. It's pretty tasteful as far as naked
Right.
people go.
He doesn't have a
honestly.
dick swinging around smacking windows
Yeah.
of skyscrapers.
Like his balls aren't growing and shrinking based on temperature, so it's
Exactly.
If they're not, then that's garbage, and I will not play the game.
like.
I mean, maybe they are. You're underwater, so it's cold.
Does his hat blow off, and can he pick it back up?
He doesn't have a hat.
He's not wearing a hat. He's
garbage
naked.
game. Garbage game.
Garbage.
I mean, maybe the hat fell off his dick. I'm not sure.
Can he put it back on it though?
I mean, after he murders you, maybe.
But
Look,
no, but
if the
are you certain if he can put the hat back on? Because that.
If the hat had not fallen off the dick, then we'd have a problem. Alright. Oh boy. I don't need that in my horror game.
Well, I mean, talking about penises seems like a really great segue over into the Nintendo Switch is now your games you can play across a few different consoles now,
Yay.
which is kind of neat. So you can buy one game, and if you've got a couple other people in the house that own a Switch, or maybe your kids, then you can be like, sure, have some.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's a step in the right direction for Nintendo.
I
I know
they're
they
always
did
big
that.
on sharing games. Like,
Well, kind of. I mean, they're big on game sharing for like limited things. Because I remember when the DS first came out, anybody who like they had a Mario Kart that came with it, and I think it was Double Dash, and anybody else who had a DS could play Double Dash with them, but they can only play like
Yes.
3 of like the 8 characters or something like that.
Yeah, they did that with a few of the Mario games. Like even the last one that came out on the DS, you could click or you could join in and you just be a shy guy, I think.
Yeah.
You were a shy guy, and you were given the default cart, which was absolute bullshit because it was proven that like different parts of the cart like changed the stats.
Well,
so
I found
Oh,
that
yeah, it
usually
does.
I won most of the matches when I was playing with other friends as his cart. Like it seemed to be one of the nicer carts.
no.
Unless the
Well,
people
I
I
mean,
played with
that-
were
Pixel,
was
just
really
because you're
bad at
terrible.
Mario
Maybe
Kart.
I'm just that good.
I was saying that already. I didn't need you to confirm it.
I'm here to reinforce, Pixel.
God damn it! This
Yeah,
is what
man,
we mean
here's
by
all that
supporting
positive
each other.
reinforcement.
Screw off.
We need to have a game of Mario Kart now. A game, official game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how
game
that
of
would
Mario
work.
Kart.
Oh my
but
god, I
sure.
haven't played Mario Kart since I was like 13.
I haven't. I mean, I've played it. I've played it maybe in the past like 2 years, maybe.
It's been a long ass time for me.
I mean, Zeo's old, so you
Yeah.
know.
You guys big Witcher fans?
I own the third one,
I haven't
and I
played
played
any games.
like 5 hours of it, and 4 hours of those are Gwent.
Nice.
Man, I do enjoy Witcher games. I've not played a lot, but they were as fun like while I did play them. It was and I stayed far away from Gwent because God, I need more distractions,
Yeah.
in my
Oh,
life. Gwent.
God. Well,
Gwent was awesome.
Well, there's a new Witcher game coming out this fall, and it's called Thornbreaker. I don't know much about it, but I guess even if you've only played the Witcher games like 1, 2, and 3, then Thornbreaker won't sound familiar. But I guess it's somehow tied into the Witcher story. I don't know if it's a book or what it was, but it
Ooh.
apparently
Wasn't there, like, a
some
Netflix show
hardcore
coming
Witcher
out?
fans are pretty
Yeah.
hyped about it.
There is a Netflix show coming out.
Ooh,
Oh, who
that's
did
gonna
they
be
pick
good.
for Geralt?
Henry
Are they-
Cavill.
Did you say Henry Cavill?
Mm-hmm. He's Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Bad pick.
I think that could
Not a
work.
Fan of him.
That could work. With
Oh
the right
man, there's a
makeup,
rumor about
it
him
would
being
work.
James Bond. That would be awesome too.
He would
Oh,
be
yeah,
a great
that
James
would be-
Bond.
He'd be a
I
better
don't know.
James
He-
Bond than he
he's-
would be a
I
Geralt.
I don't know if he'd be a better. No, I disagree. I don't
Well,
think
He
he'd
would
be as
not
good
be
as
better
James
than
Bond.
Sean Connery. Sean Connery is still the best James Bond.
Well, no,
No,
I'm not
I-
saying
I
he'd be better than
firmly
anybody. I'm
believe-
just saying.
I firmly believe Pierce Brosnan was the best James Bond.
Oh my god.
Sean-
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh
Sean-
my god.
Pierce Brosnan.
Shut up,
Sean
man.
Connery, old dude, meh. You know,
Shut up,
not
man.
that cool.
Shut up, man.
Pierce-
Pierce Brosnan
Pierce
was
Brosnan.
terrible.
Wasn't that
Nah,
the more recent
dog.
ones?
No,
No,
that's
Daniel
that was
Craig
before
was the
that.
recent one.
Oh
Before-
shoot,
he
that's
was
the
before
one
Daniel
where it's
Craig.
like that big ice
Yeah.
castle and it
Yeah.
drives.
Yeah. That's the
I-
good shit with Halle
mean,
Berry.
I-
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I enjoyed that. That was, I think that was the first James Bond movie I actually saw. Was that one?
Those were basically inspired by Austin Powers. Which
Yeah, but
Austin
Austin
I
Powers
can
was
kind of
to
see that.
Austin
Well,
Powers was
parody.
to make fun of that type of genre. And then they're like, nah, people love this shit. They'll take us seriously.
I mean, GoldenEye was my favorite James Bond game.
The game, yes. The game
Yes.
was great.
Although
but
I
Man.
don't
the
think I ever
movies
beat it.
were not
feel-
as good.
So bad because I've never in my life touched GoldenEye, but it's like
What?
apparently like apparently it's like a big cultural like rite of passage, and I've never even
Yeah.
looked upon
you-
it.
You
That
they
was-
confirmed that playing as Oddjob was considered cheating
It was. It's
because he was shorter than the other.
and you had to do awkward bullshit because you couldn't adjust the reticle. It was either you
Yeah.
shot straight
Hitbox.
and you had to do like this weird little looking down bullshit that was super hard to do.
Yeah, and he had his hat.
I
think
think
that-
for
Hitbox.
people who actually were alive in 1997.
Yeah. Well, I was just alive in 1997.
You were just
so
alive. I was not
I was
even
just-
an idea in 1997.
It's okay, Pixel. We're not all 5.
You weren't even a twinkle in your dad's eye at 1997. Ooh boy.
Oh man, because I spent a lot of time playing that game. I think Zeo, you played it by the sounds of it too, right?
Oh yeah, I love
Okay,
that
good.
game.
So, do you remember the level where it was the snowy mountain and there were the two bases and the gondolas in between?
Yes.
So, me and my friends, we would basically put one team on the top of the one castle on the top of the hill and the other on the castle on the bottom, and we would all just be Oddjob, and we would just be like chucking the hats across the map trying to kill each other. Because you'd throw the hat and it would start flying off in the
yeah,
air,
yeah.
and then it like would slowly like home in an arc towards people. So
Mm-hmm.
you could just chuck it up, and you'd watch as it right as it gets to the top, and then it starts just like homing in, just. And oh man, it was the greatest. It was
That's
the greatest
awesome.
weapon
I
ever.
never did that. The most
Oh.
fun I ever played multiplayer game in though was Conker's Bad Fur Day.
That had multiplayer?
Hell yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my god.
It was-
I didn't know
Remember
that.
one.
It was teddy bears versus squirrels, and it was the best.
I never played that one. I think
Really?
the closest thing I played to that was the Donkey Kong 64 and its multiplayer combat with that,
Mm,
which still isn't very similar by the looks of it to Conker's.
no, Conker's was kind of like it was a third person perspective instead of first person.
You said it was third person?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Donkey Kong 64 was third person. I think
Oh,
you
was
could go
it?
first person though.
Yeah, no. The only thing you went first person in Conker's was like the sniper rifle.
Yeah, the sniper rifle. That you. Oh man, Conkers was an interesting game.
It was
Oof.
a great game. I was, looking back on it, I'm so shocked that Nintendo even let that game happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, by the looks of it, it was pretty
Amazing.
gruesome.
It was
Gruesome.
more than just gruesome.
You fought a sentient pile of shit and then
It's
bounced on a
true.
flower's tits. What?
And that was just the first level.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It has
It's pretty great.
there's a lot of pop culture references too, like
You
the Matrix and Alien, and I'm trying to think of the other. Those are the two most significant.
oh, there were tons.
I think there's a couple Star Wars ones too.
Well, I don't mean to jump in here and kill that conversation, but
Yeah,
we are
moving
starting
on.
to run out of time. So I think we've got. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to get to this list that the two of you have prepared for
It's
us.
important.
It is important. We'll make time for this list.
You will make time for this list, Spen.
Well,
this
that's
is a
what I-
necessary part.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Good.
Is it list time?
If you guys want to take that away.
Yes.
All right.
Boy.
Okay.
So
Well,
for
so-
those that don't know, we we talked about it already quickly at the beginning, but I brought a list to the last podcast of the 10 most dateable 10 most dateable video game characters. It was a list done by Mashable, and these two, being Pixel and Zeo, they hated the list. I think there was one or two people that you were okay with being on the list.
Yeah, most of them were complete garbage. They were not dateable characters. They were fuckable characters.
Yeah.
I think the
They were-
only two you guys were only happy with one being Nathan Drake.
He wasn't even on the
He
list.
wasn't on the list. We
Was he?
wanted him to be on the
We
list.
kept
Oh,
bitching
sorry, it
about
wasn't
how
Nathan
he
Drake.
wasn't on the
Yeah.
list.
Oh shoot, who was it then? It wasn't Nathan Drake.
I mean, he's on our list, but
I don't remember. Well, yeah, because you guys told me, you're like, Spencer, Nathan Drake's gonna be on the list.
yeah.
But where?
Freebay. But
Oh,
where?
and there was Spider-Man. You guys weren't like ecstatic about it being on the list, but you weren't disappointed with him on the list.
Yeah, we
Oh
were
no,
still.
Spider-Man. I'm cool with.
We could, yeah. We were down to fuck Spider-Man. It was,
But-
we got to the
Yeah.
point
But-
where it was like we weren't thinking about the list as dateable. We were thinking about it as fuckable, and that's when we were more okay with some of the characters. But
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
but what
Spider-Man
level of
also
dateable-
isn't as dateable. He's a very unreliable person.
very-
I mean, yeah, his whole thing is not being dateable at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Mary Jane has got a consistent case of blue balls apparently because he's so undateable. So, that being said, what's the level of dateable? Your list, I mean, like what is?
So like these are people you would actually date. Like we considered their personality traits, and we come up with small reasons to why they are dateable. So like these are characters you would physically go on dates with or have a relationship with. People you can cuddle with. People you can go watch movies with. People you'd go to dinner with.
yeah,
Nice.
people you
Okay,
can
so-
actually date.
So I pulled up
I
the
can
old
handle it.
list, and you guys were happy with the number one being Lee Everett from the Telltale's Walking Dead,
Yes.
and then you guys were also, I think it was Joel from The Last of Us that you guys were okay with.
Joel.
Kind of.
Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah, he's alright.
Yeah,
was
see,
that?
you guys weren't
I
upset that
forget.
he was on
Yeah.
the list, but
We were. I mean, it's just kind of how we kind of about the entire list.
Yeah.
We either hated it or it was It was
yeah.
fine.
And then you guys didn't play Mass Effect, so you guys didn't really have an opinion on Garrus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
okay. I have a hard opinion on
We're gonna
Garrus,
start
and I
at
would
10
say
and
yes,
work our
10
way
out
up
of
to
10.
number 1.
So how do you want to do this?
Sorry.
You want to try? The goal
start
was
at
to try to
10.
get Spen to guess the list.
Yeah.
So we'd give small hints starting from 10 going to
And
1.
Ink can too.
And you can play along.
Yay.
Nick.
Well, I've actually got a few that I've got 5 names here that I'm going to ramble off that I think might be on your guys' list.
Okay,
Okay, go for
go
it.
ahead.
Okay, so I thought maybe, I thought maybe Joel,
Joel?
from The Walking Dead.
Nope.
Okay.
We didn't repeat. We didn't
okay.
repeat.
What about Chris Redfield?
No.
Nope.
I thought
Oh.
maybe someone like Crom from Fire Emblem.
Nope.
Nope.
What about Ellis Left 4 Dead?
Nope.
Or Titus from Final Fantasy, I think that was 10.
Nope.
Nope.
Damn.
You date those people?
That's true.
Ellis? Really?
I just thought like maybe like a dateable character.
Nope. None of those guys are on
None of
there.
those.
So,
All right.
Spen,
I'm a
you're
little
gonna fail
worried
this
now.
game.
I'm a little worried now.
We will say these are all like 2010 to present games.
Oh, okay.
No,
Nice.
no,
Yes,
they're
they
not.
are.
No,
Yes,
they're
they are.
not. No,
Oh
they're
wait. Fuck.
not. 2005
7.
to present.
Fuck.
Oh man, ancient history over here.
All right.
Number
Well, I'm excited. Ink, you're here. You've got my back. We've got this.
All right. So
Okay.
It's number 10.
Starting
Zeo,
at-
you want to do this one since this was your pick?
Yes. Starting at number 10 is a character from a game in 2013. It is a female, and she is spunky.
What?
She's
That doesn't
spunky
really
and
narrate
sassy and has a lot of attitude. And let's just say her world isn't the most inhabitable.
And she's not 18 yet, which is why she's number 10.
That's why she's not okay. Cool. Thank God. 2013. What the?
I don't know. That doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, Spen, You haven't beat it, but you are playing the game.
Oh, okay. I was gonna shoot. Yeah, I forget her name, but she is from The Last of Us.
Okay. Yes, that's correct.
And it's that girl played by her voiced by the lady from Critical Role.
Okay, yeah, she is in Critical Role.
She's voiced by Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey's
Yeah.
fucking
Hey, Laura Bailey.
amazing. I love Laura Bailey. Okay.
Do you know, can you guess her name?
I don't remember her name.
Ink?
No,
know?
I'm not nearly
Her
familiar.
name is
Ellie or something?
Ellie Williams.
Oh, there
shit.
it is. Oh, I did know it. Damn.
Man,
Again, we made her number 10 because she's not 18 in The Last of Us.
well, no,
but
Laura Bailey
in The Last
doesn't
of
voice
Us.
her. It's
Laura Bailey voices someone in Last of Us.
It's not Ellie.
It's the girl that does
Who's the other chick?
the lady that does Pike.
Oh, Ashley Johnson.
Pike was in
Yeah,
Last of
Ashley
Us?
Johnson. She won a lot of awards for.
Ashley
I mean,
Johnson's
that
really
role.
good too.
Ashley Johnson. God bless.
Yeah. So
Laura
number 10
Bailey.
is Ellie Williams.
Okay, to
Ellie
our
Williams.
list.
Yes.
We chose Ellie as number 10 because she's not 18 in The Last of Us, but she will be legal in The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah. That's
See,
confirmed.
Now that I know it's Ellie, it's fair that you didn't give any more hints past what you said, because anything else, instantly it would have been easy to
Yeah.
figure out.
Right. Okay, number 9, Pixel will take away.
Zeo doesn't like this pick, but I'm very
I didn't want her on the list.
Oh boy.
So this is a female. This is another female.
Okay.
She is from a decision-making, moral choices game. She's actually from several. Recently got a sequel, actually.
Okay.
She's very rebellious, very spunky. She,
Wait.
her hair is dyed. That might give it away.
I think. Damn it! What's?
Ink, where
No,
are you thinking it's from?
It's. Damn it! I forgot the name of the game. What's wrong with me? I know what it is. I mean, I
happens
think
in
I
the
know at
game?
least. It's what like yeah. That is it. That the time traveling girl. That one. What's it called?
That
You know,
is the
I can
game.
rewind
That's the
time.
game.
Is
You are
That's the
thinking
game.
of the right game.
Is
Yeah.
it also an anime?
I know who the girl is. No. I know who the girl is. I've forgotten her name.
Is it also an anime?
Not that I'm aware of.
Ah,
What?
dang.
No,
No, my guess is out of the question then.
It's a narrative game like
Oh my
Telltale
God.
games.
What's wrong with me? I've
Oh,
forgotten the name of the game.
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
that's the
I
game.
don't.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
the
know
game.
the main character's name. I haven't actually played the
It's
game
not
yet.
the main
the main
character.
Oh well, I haven't played the game yet then, so I wouldn't know.
No, I know who it is. It's the other girl.
Come on, Ink.
Was it? No, is it Chloe? Is
Yes, Chloe
Nice.
Price.
Excellent
All right,
job,
Spen.
Ink.
You need to step it up, Spen. Ink has carried you for the last 2 answers.
I'm okay with that. We're a team. We work together. We
No,
support
okay.
each
Yeah,
other.
man.
It's just
I'm
my time to
support,
support him will
always.
come up
Yeah.
eventually.
All right.
Chloe Price,
Hopefully.
super loyal. She spends the majority of the first game still trying to figure out what happened to Rachel. Super loyal. Not necessarily someone that you could take home to meet your parents, though. She would fuck it up horrifically.
Whew, yeah.
But-
got that
And
right.
she's not a good role model.
Oh yeah. Because you need a significant other that's a good role model, according to Zeo. Whatever.
Yes, you do.
No.
I mean, it's like, well, she can roll a joint, so good role model.
Yeah, see,
I guess if you think about it that way.
Fair, good.
Because I haven't played that game yet, and I thought she was the main character of the game.
No, the main character is like a boring white bread girl.
Oh.
Max.
Yeah.
No. So,
She's
number
in
8.
this- Yeah. Do you want to?
What?
Wait, because
Just
I'm not
shit
going to
on
be able
Max.
to do number 7 because I don't know enough about number 7.
Okay, number 8. Pixel will do again.
It's another female.
Okay.
Super badass, very adventurous. A very strong, independent woman.
Batgirl.
No.
She's been rebooted recently.
She's been rebooted
Lara
recently. Yep, Lara Croft.
Interesting.
Pretty- You said adventurous
Yeah.
and like
Well,
badass. I'm
I
like,
guess from her new games, yeah. Then she would be
she'll
dateable.
come save you, and even if you die, she'll pillage the tomb in your name. So you know what? She knows how to
made
get
her
that
number
money.
8.
She'd be a great
Man, do I want
homemaker.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right, Zeo, number
You
7.
pillaged my too many days.
Number 7.
Oh, that got him. Okay. Sorry.
Number 7 is a very prestigious character in the series he plays in. He's probably the most beloved character in the series too. One would say that a game focused around him is actually the best in the series. And he used to be a police officer.
So the first one that comes to mind is Heavy Rain, but that's not.
I actually shut down that one because Zeo wanted to put him on the list, and I said no.
Yes. You're talking about
Wait,
Well,
what's the hint again?
So the hints
Well, no, 'cause
are
he's
this
a
character.
He's a terrible parent. I mean,
He's
he
a
gets
part
I
of
know.
a
That's why I
series.
wouldn't. That's why
He's
I
a
didn't
part
want to
of
put him
his-
on the list.
Let me talk about number 7,
Please do.
and then we can talk about honorable mentions.
Not even
Honorable
honorable
men-
mention.
yeah.
Dishonorable mention.
Number 7 is in a long-running game series. He has a game centered around him that has been considered the best in that series. He is also probably the most beloved character in this series, and he used to be a police officer.
See, it's not Mario because Mario's a plumber.
Right.
Right.
So that narrows down not Mario.
Correct. Or Luigi.
Can I
Oh,
say what
Luigi.
genre, Zeo? Does the genre give it away?
Please.
Kind of. I mean, well, it's in the realm of horror.
Mm.
You say,
Oh. Well,
But-
is he in the
Oh.
same
Action
game
and
genre
horror.
as Chris Redfield?
Yes.
It's
Sorry, in the same games?
yes.
So- Okay.
I'm gonna let you know what Spen, you take it.
Well, I don't actually. I haven't
What?
played any of those games, so
Oh my god.
Whoa! That now
he's
I'm
from
catching
number
shit for
4 though,
GoldenEye?
right?
He is from number 4.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he has that female partner. But I mean, all of them have a female partner, so that doesn't narrow it down. So I don't know his name, but he's from number 4. The main character of number 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best
Leon
answer.
You got
I
it,
can.
Ink?
Kennedy.
You got it?
Leon
Leon
There we go.
Kennedy. Yes. He was number 7. We
The
chose.
S stands for sexy.
Yep.
sorry.
We chose him because he's arguably the most badass on the list, and he can protect you from any situation, and has the most humble and sense of humor to match.
Dang it! I was so close guessing Chris Redfield before.
You were pretty close.
Yeah. But Chris Redfield can punch a rock, so
That's true. Chris Redfield is basically Superman
We'll talk
in the
about-
Resident
Yeah.
Evil genre.
We'll talk about
Like, Leon is the
dishonorable mentions
Spider-Man?
before our top 3. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
I'm
that's
more than
fair.
willing to complain about that guy.
Number 6.
oh no. Yes. Number 6.
Do you want to take this, Pixel?
I took 2 in a row. You go ahead.
Oh, what? All right, fine. So number 6 is a character. She is the fiery redhead. She.
Oh, wait, but I want to talk about Ayla. Wait.
Oh my God! It doesn't matter. I'll let you have it.
Doesn't matter.
Talk about 6 then. Go for
I
it.
want to talk about Sin.
Go. Go. I'll get the top 3 if you want to do this.
God bless.
You're not doing all 3 of the top 3.
Just do 6.
Okay.
Good lordy.
Didn't you guys do prep before?
We talked
Pixel's
about it.
changing everything.
Oh, okay. Pixel is changing.
Pixel is changing.
This is the best podcast
yeah.
I've ever been on.
Wild child, fiery redhead. She is another really strong, independent woman. I wouldn't say, I guess, futuristic in nature. She.
Shoot. See, I don't remember her name, but she's from. Oh God, it's like the game I just finished playing last. But it's got all those alien robots, or not alien robots, but all those robotic animals, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's.
Come on, Spen. You got to get one. Ink
Shoot,
has
I
literally
don't-
guessed all of
I
them.
don't know her name. I'm so bad with
Robotic
names.
animals? I don't know this.
It's a game on the PlayStation 3.
Okay, then
PS4?
I definitely don't know
PS4?
this.
sorry,
PS4.
The game is. I'm not leaning over back to where. my game
Oh, okay, wait, no, I can look this
is.
up
Horizon Zero Dawn,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what she's from.
and that's the closest answer I'm going to be able to give you.
You don't know
Her name is
I looked up the
Aloy.
name.
Aloy.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
I'm so bad with names.
Why did we
Eliza.
choose her, Pixel?
Mine says, talk about a homemaker. She can hunt, survive, will travel great lengths for those she loves.
See, I think she's a good. Out of everyone you've picked so far, I would say she's the best one for this
Well,
list.
that's why she's
That's why she's
number
number
6.
6.
Yeah.
That's why she's
Above all
all
of
the
these
others
other ones.
that we've talked
We
about.
agree with you. That's why she's above them, Spen.
That's how lists
Oh
work.
yeah, we are going down the list.
Okay, number 5. He's a very silent type, but yet he is strong and has been in multiple different iterations, and none of those iterations.
Link.
Yes.
Seriously?
Just
Yep.
strong and silent type.
Nice.
Link.
Nice.
So yes, we chose Link as number 5 because he's loyal as shit, and he will travel across the entire world to make you happy,
And he's got a really nice house.
depending on his
Depending on
iterations.
which
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was thinking of Breath of the Wild. It's a nice house.
So
All right. At number 4, this lovely lady, incredibly loyal, an excellent companion to take on your travels, and she has a we're gonna call it a wild side.
things can get hairy with her.
Things can get hairy.
What?
We're making puns, you guys. I don't know if you'll understand.
Hairy.
Spen makes a series in this game.
Oh, does he?
I've played this game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anyone who can actually call themselves a gamer that hasn't played this game.
Really? Oof.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I can, but
Things can
Yeah,
get
but
hairy.
you're
Is it
dumb.
cheating if I look at my channel?
here, I can give you a small hint. Oh my god, I talk like this.
Torg?
Yep.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, Lydia.
No, not Lydia.
No. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, she's the one from the oh shoot, I don't remember what they're called, but they call themselves brothers and sisters.
The Adventurers Guild. She's from the Adventurers Guild. Yes.
Oh, she's the
never
one that
heard of
Torg
this game.
hates from there, isn't it?
I don't
Maybe.
know. I haven't seen your series.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the game.
She's got is it Skyrim?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She's got red hair.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I know which one she is. I don't remember her name. But yeah, her and Torg don't
Can
get
you
along
can
very
you
well.
name her power?
She can turn into a werewolf.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll accept
Okay.
that.
Well, yeah. So
She's
it's
also
Ayla-
the one that helps
Oh.
defeat that giant when you're first.
Yeah. Ink. Have you played Skyrim?
Yeah. I don't. Not in years, but I do know who this is.
Okay. So this is Ayla the Huntress.
Ayla the Huntress.
Also
Ayla.
super loyal and
She
I
does
put-
have a sassy side, though.
Yeah, super sassy. Spoilers, a werewolf, which just makes her more dangerous and hot.
Yeah.
When you say loyal, that's not because like she's part dog, right?
No, it's because she's
That
programmed.
It is for me.
You fuck.
It is for me.
That's actually pretty good. That's a good
Yeah,
pun.
she's a good one. Okay, you want to talk about your dishonorable mentions, Zeo?
Well,
Just
okay,
honorable
so
mentions.
I
I don't
said
like this guy.
what? I thought he should have been in here. The
Nope.
dad from Heavy Rain.
Ethan.
Okay, so
I think
why?
by the end of the game, he became a much better dad. And I don't think he was necessarily a terrible dad in the beginning. His kid got stolen.
First, he lost a kid that got hit by a car.
That
'cause he
yeah,
couldn't keep
that
track
was a
of his kid.
mistake. That was a
Dummy.
mistake. But he did jump out to try to save his son from the car. It's not like he just watched him get hit.
And then he loses his second son while thinking about the first son.
See, I think the first son wasn't his fault. It was just something that kind of happened because it was.
Right, it was something that happened.
And then the second one, yeah, when just he wasn't.
The guy
Ah,
can't
see, that's
take
a
care
tough
of
one.
himself. He's got
He's-
like giant fucking like man cold like all the time about everything.
I don't think he should make the list, but he
No.
he has the
He was better than
he's
Chloe.
trying though. That's
Better than Chloe.
he was trying
I
to
mean,
make the
fuck
list.
off! Fuck off with you and your Chloe, not Chloe bullshit. She's on the
No,
list
it's
for
just
good reason.
it's just not Chloe, okay?
Did you
That's-
even watch my playthrough? I'm just wondering. Did you watch my playthrough? No. Shut the fuck up. I know
No, I
you
didn't.
didn't. I know
Oh,
you
man.
didn't. Don't start.
Things are heating up in
But
the
I thought he
bedroom.
claimed that he's watched all your videos.
Oh no,
I
he
didn't
hasn't.
claim that at all.
He hasn't. He's watched all your videos. He's known you not nearly as long as he's known me. He hasn't watched all
I don't
my
watch
videos.
40-minute playthroughs of
Oh yeah, poor baby.
random people
Oh,
speaking.
no, poor you.
But she's
Must
not a
be
random
so
person.
Hard.
Zeo, she's your friend.
I was talking about the game.
There is a lot of speaking in that game.
I know.
Like-
I know.
Those are
I
like
did
the
I did start
the
a
least
playthrough of that.
exciting playthroughs for me to watch.
I'm just saying, like, you can't talk shit if you don't know.
I've watched your other videos.
Don't talk shit
And
about
apparently
Chloe.
people are very divided about Chloe.
Chloe's
so.
bae. I love Chloe.
Number 3.
Number 3, dishonorable mentions over.
Is
apparently.
it Spider-Man?
No.
No. Spider-Man is not on this list.
Oh, that's probably good. He's
Damn.
not a very good hero.
He's the best hero,
What?
but this
No,
isn't
no, no,
about
no, no.
heroes. This
Don't
is
even
about
start.
datable.
We need to get through
Where
the
do
next
you live?
3, guys.
Hold
Where
on.
do you live?
No.
I'm
He
coming for you.
attacks Spider-Man.
I don't care.
He is the best
You will die by
hero
my hand.
ever.
Zeo, you know I just do this every podcast because I know you love him, right?
I don't care.
Look,
He's
Zeo,
the
I'll
best
back
hero
you up on
ever.
this.
I think
Thank you,
I'll
Inc.
back you up.
Marvel
By the
has
sounds of it,
recognized
you
him
do
as the
care.
best hero ever.
It sounds like
Iron
you
Man
do
is
care.
goddamn overrated garbage. Spidey's where it's at.
Jesus.
Number 3.
Number 3.
So, number 3 is a man who has been rumored to be a part of the circus. He's great at climbing. He's great at cracking jokes. He's also kind of a ladies' man, but loyal to one.
Is this
One
my
would
D&D
say he
character?
likes to travel
What?
and specialize in looking for uncharted territories.
Ah, now you've ruined it.
Oh yeah, no, this is Nathan Drake.
Yep.
Like,
Why'd you
I'm
say
sorry,
uncharted
just-
territory?
He was in the
Toss
circus.
Put it on the nose.
Yes. There's been slight conversations in his games where he mentions that he was in a circus.
Oh, I don't remember that. Yeah, see that the circus threw me off. I wouldn't have gotten that then.
Yeah. It's only mentioned in conversation, like very casual. It's one line in like I think 2 games,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and one of them was on the PS Vita.
But it is mentioned.
But it is mentioned, and it is lore.
Oh, nice.
We chose Nathan Drake because he's charismatic as fuck, and he can get himself out of any situation he gets you and himself into.
Mostly himself getting into that situation.
Mostly himself.
Right.
But at least he
But-
can get himself out of those situations. And that's
Exactly.
why Laura Croft isn't higher on the list, because she can't
And
get
he has
herself
a-
out of situations.
He has the heart of gold.
Well,
Yeah.
As
in
well.
the fourth
I
one,
mean-
you could argue that he wasn't able to fully get himself out of the last situation. His wife had to come.
Right.
Also,
That's true.
Lara
Yeah, because
Croft,
they're a
like,
fucking power couple.
single-handedly-
God.
They are the best couple.
Wait, but Lara Croft like literally just blasts her way through everything in front of her.
We're not talking about Laura Croft anymore. She was number 8.
Yeah, she was number 8, Inc. Get with the program.
Gosh.
We're on number 2 now.
Mm-mm-mm.
Here.
Take it away, Pixel.
Yeah, because I think you're going to want to talk about number 1.
Oh, yeah. Inland.
Oh boy.
This lovely, lovely lady is by far the most useful companion in the game.
Is this another Skyrim one?
Someone argue in
No.
the series. No, because she's from a series of games.
Just double checking. You said companion.
I think she's only mentioned in one, though. But it is technically part of a series. And this lovely lady knows nothing but what she was brought up to believe. And break her out of that because you can.
What is this, Elizabeth?
It is Elizabeth.
It is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
It's like the
Yeah.
most, literally the only one I can say is like the most useful
Yeah,
person companion
because all
in
the other
gaming.
companions are shit.
It's true.
Oh,
I
that's
like-
from Bioshock, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
yeah.
that
Okay,
one
cool.
girl from Resident Evil 4. Mm.
Until Bioshock Infinite, having a companion in the game has been more of an annoyance than anything.
Yeah.
Well, didn't
Yeah,
she like
very
even
much so.
in like boss fights like throw ammo at you?
Yeah, she would throw
Yeah.
ammo and health packs, and she can bring you back up if you get knocked down. And
Yep. So
Yep,
we.
this girl.
Yep.
Very good.
So our little description for her is easily the most useful of the companions, kicks ass, in debt to you, and just too sweet. She's great.
Definitely, I agree. Until the DLC, which, whew. Oh boy.
yeah, the DLC's great.
Yeah, the DLC, whew.
I haven't done
Spoilers.
the DLC
Ever-
yet, so.
Well,
Oh,
play it.
okay.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic,
All
yeah.
right.
It wraps the entire game in a nice little bow.
Yeah.
That'll make you
Anyways.
happy
Zeo,
forever.
number 1 is all
No.
you.
Is it Spider-Man?
Number 1. This individual is a true hero. He is a big romantic, and the most loyal best friend anybody could ever ask for. He is a guy that he's in a game series you have not played, Spen. You've played a game off tangent of it, but not technically part of the actual series. And he's not the most popular character unless you are a fan of this game.
What the heck?
So good luck. He has black hair, and he has a big sword.
Black hair and a big sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played an offshoot from it.
Of the game series.
Oh, of the game series.
Is this like is this like a JRPG sort of situation?
It is a JRPG sort of situation.
Okay. Final Fantasy?
He is from Final
That is the
Fantasy.
correct series.
Okay.
Is he in the movie?
He is in a movie.
The first movie.
No, not the first movie.
Oh, shoot.
Who this?
I don't know. I don't know then.
Black hair, big sword. I mean, who doesn't at this point, right? JRPG.
Alright, Ink, this is your specialty. You save Spen in practically every one of these.
Yeah.
Take a wild guess, Ink.
It is a Final Fantasy game, so you have that right.
See, I don't remember playing an offshoot of any Final Fantasy.
He has a love interest.
Crystal Chronicles?
He has a love interest that he's very,
Oh,
very,
okay.
I don't play that many
very
JRPGs,
dedicated
unfortunately.
So is he from the very like the most latest Final Fantasy then?
No.
Where it's the four brothers?
Yeah.
Or
Nope.
not brothers or whatever they are.
Okay, he's from my favorite game in the world. I've talked to you about it, Spen.
I know you've talked about it a lot, but I never remember which one it is.
You talk
the
about it, he
heck
doesn't
is this?
listen.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I'm terrible with remembering names. I'm
Alright,
not
I'll
gonna be able
give-
to do this.
It's the luckiest number.
So it's from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
Oh, is it Leon?
No.
There is no
No.
Leon in 7. Leon
See,
is
I
from
never,
see,
8.
I never
Leon's
played
from
Final
Resident
Fantasy
Evil.
VII.
Damn it! Dang it! No, there's a squall, right? Whatever his
That's
name
that's
is.
Leon.
Yeah, that is Leon. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Also from
dang.
8.
Who the heck? 7.
Is he
Who
the
in
mechanic?
7?
Nope. Sid has white hair.
Yeah, Sid has white
right.
hair. Cloud has blonde hair.
Cloud is based off of this character.
It's not Sephiroth.
Sephiroth has silver hair.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't think I've ever seen this person then.
His
I've
name
only
is
ever seen
Zach
Cloud.
Fair.
Oh,
Zach
God.
Fair?
He is Cloud's best friend.
He didn't fare too well for us.
He would if you got to know him.
Yeah, see, I never played Final Fantasy VII.
literally never seen this person.
And
in
I
my
knew you
life.
wouldn't get it.
Dang it.
Wowie. Who even is this guy?
Zach Fair is the most heroic person in a game. He is the true embodiment of a hero. He is best friend to Cloud Strife and boyfriend to Aerith Gainsborough.
Oh, nice.
He's not only hot as fuck, but he's loyal and self-sacrificing in the name of that loyalty, and easily a hopeless romantic. Reason we chose him is because of his character and the deeds he will do for his friends and family. So his story is he started off as a second-class soldier, and his idol, all of his idols, turned evil, and he had to fight them, and he tried to convince them to become good again before they killed themselves, essentially. Then his best friend Cloud, they get captured and get tested, and he breaks out and decides to save Cloud as well, and they decide to run away together.
Not that way.
In a moment, yeah, not that way, but in a moment of weakness, Cloud is basically in a coma, and he sacrifices his life to save Cloud so Cloud can live on.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's depressing.
He has his own spin-off game called Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and it's one of the
Oh,
best
man.
games you'll ever play.
Oh, is that the one where he's got the gun?
No,
I'll have
that's
to try
Final
it then.
Fantasy VIII.
Cool. Don't worry about it then.
The sword
a
that
lot
is
of love
also
for
a
Final
gun
Fantasy VIII.
and named Squall.
And named
Man,
Leon.
also, What did you say? Boyfriend to Aerith? Ooh,
Aerith
hopeless
Gainsborough.
indeed. Hopeless
Yep.
romantic indeed. Unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh
So-
man.
But yeah, if you ever get an opportunity to play Crisis Core on the PSP, then
yeah.
it is definitely worth the play. His story is fantastic. I will link a video to you guys that I linked to Pixel.
Oh
Yeah,
nice.
watch him die. It's great.
It's really sad.
Oh, that's how he
Nice.
gets the Buster Sword.
That's how Cloud gets the Buster Sword.
Oh, okay. I'll probably play it when PSP Classic comes out,
Yeah, PS. I think when the Final Fantasy VII remake comes out, they'll probably release this as like a remaster.
Oh, yeah.
So
'Cause this was a
it's just an
very
expansion or
popular
like
game.
another game?
So Final Fantasy VII was the first game to ever get its own like sequel, but not in a traditional game. So it was called the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. After 7 came out, it was the most popular Final Fantasy game to come out. It was also arguably one of the most popular RPGs in history.
I can believe
So
that.
they decided to build on the lore. They created a short anime about Zack Fair as well. They created Advent Children, the movie, which is a direct sequel to 7. They created Dirge of Cerberus, which is a PS2 game about one of the side characters of 7, which is also a direct sequel to Advent Children. They created a cell phone game where you get to play in all the Turks. And then they made this game called Crisis Core. That was on the PSP, which is a prequel to 7.
This is why Zach's on the list. Zio just wanted to talk about Final Fantasy.
You got the number 1 spot because of the fanboy.
Yeah, I couldn't tear it away from him.
She also couldn't argue with my logic.
I
'cause
couldn't
it was-
argue with his logic. Honestly, I watched the video. I had the feels. I had to put him at number 1.
But
Also, he
he's a
let me
fantastic
not
character.
put Chloe at number 10, so I kind of had to give and take a little bit. He let me put Chloe at number 9.
Man, the politics
I let
of the
Chloe on
dating
the
list
list,
is
okay?
truly nebulous.
He let Chloe on the list. Period.
Ooh, oh boy.
He makes
Trouble
it
at the
sound like he did you a
Oscars.
favor.
Yeah, I know he does. That's usually how
Yeah.
Zio talks to me. It's fine.
Oh, man.
But that's our
watching
list.
Videos.
I will say it was an okay list.
Okay list,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay,
you,
list.
You couldn't make a better
You
list.
could. Okay, here's the thing. You'd appreciate the list more if you actually played the games.
Yeah, there's a lot of those games I haven't
Yeah,
played.
most likely.
It's true, Spen.
do
Maybe you should
appreciate
broaden
a
your
few.
horizons.
Yeah, because I need to broaden my horizons with like deep lore Final Fantasy characters on the number
I'm
1
telling.
spot.
Hey, you say that, but if you played his game, you would easily agree with me. I 100% guarantee it.
Okay,
Well,
that's fair.
I'm not
I'll probably
disagreeing
watch
with
that.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Yeah.
It's for a PSP game. It should have been a PS2 game because
my-
I mean that was the same generation. It was good enough to be its own PS2 game and not just a spin-off title to sell PSPs.
That is fair.
Oh my god, this guy's like
Mechanic-
6'3". Yeah, I'm into it. No, yeah, I take it back. Hottie Bobati.
All right. Well, I think with that, we're pretty much out of time here for the podcast, so we'll end it here so Ink can go and look up pictures of Zach and have some.
I'm gonna
alone
do
time with
that now
himself.
too.
Well, I guess Zeo will
Yeah.
be joining you, and yeah, guys, thanks for joining in for the podcast.
It's
Thanks for
it's
having.
fun.
Joining.
Thanks for having us. Oh, sorry, I thought you
it
were
was-
talking to the audience.
That's an awkward outward. Yeah, geez. Thanks for joining, Ink. It was great to have you, Pixel. Thanks for being a second guest. You know, I'll be a good
Of
host.
course.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Well,
Thanks for
Zeo,
inviting me a second time.
Zeo, I'll fight you for it.
I'm good. You can have it.
We still have our challenge that we have to do, so
Well, I've issued the challenge. I'm
I
waiting
know.
for your response.
I still have to upload that.
That's right, you do.
Whoop.
Whoop
Whoop whoop.
whoop.